Good morning, OPOS stars. We'll be doing an ultra simple theme today. I'm going to start from recipe 1 of the 5-minute cookbook and go recipe by recipe till we complete it all. Okay, I hope other cookbook authors would also join me in doing that because this is the best validation there is. The first recipe in the one-page 5-minute cookbook is Aval nanachadhu or Malayali Museli. This is a very simple but a very flexible theme. This is echoed across the country in many different cuisines. The building blocks are very simple. Rice flakes, coconut, jaggery. That's about it. So basically rice flake, moistened rice flakes with coconut and jaggery becomes a breakfast. So this is a muesli. This is muesli with rice flakes, and Indians have been eating muesli 1,000 years before the West did. So the theme is very simple, mix rice flakes. If the rice flakes are very thin, you can use it as it is. If the rice flakes are thicker, you need to soak them in water or just wash them in water. And add a bit of coconut, that is mandatory in Kerala cuisine. This supplies the protein and the micronutrients too. And everything else you see here are optional. A bit of jaggery is optional again. You can add it only if you want a sweet version. A bit of salt is optional again. Some cardamom powder, any kind of flavoring is optional. Some fruits, whether dry fruits or fresh fruits, optional completely. Some nuts, completely optional. Some fresh fruit, completely optional. So all you have to do for a breakfast is just mix everything. Just mix everything. The coconut moistens the rice flakes. If the rice is thin, the moisture for hydrating the rice flakes comes from the coconut itself. Mix up everything and serve it. It is that simple. If it is too dry, you can dilute it. You can add a bit of liquid. This can be coconut water, this can be milk, this can be yogurt, this can be just plain water. It can be anything you like. Just add a bit, mix it all up, let the rice flakes hydrate a bit. It shouldn't be dry. It should be the consistency of wet sand. Okay, consistency of muesli basically. See, that's it. So this is your basic Aval nanachadhu. And some of you had trouble with grating coconut. There are a couple of ways to do that. One is the regular coconut scraper is beyond many of you, beyond newbies certainly. So you can use a normal grater. You can just take coconut, cut into big chunks, and just use a normal grater to grate it. Grated coconut has a better texture than blended coconut. So for Aval nanachadhu, we prefer grated coconut. It's very easy to grate using a regular grater. See? You get nice long shreds. You can mix it in. Or if you feel grating is taking up too much of your time, you can always blend it. So take a mixie, add some chopped coconut, blend coarsely. That's it. Do not blend it too fine or it becomes a chutney. And this texture is good enough too. Okay. See, this doesn't have the long strands like you get for the grated coconut, but this is perfectly good enough. So the amount of coconut you mix in with your aval is completely up to you. Mix in as much or as little as you like. Just mix up everything nicely. This can feed around 2 people comfortably. And it's a pretty healthy breakfast. Very easy, no? There are innumerable versions of this all across the West Coast, in the Konkani cuisine, in the Tulu cuisine, in the Bihari cuisine, Mithila cuisine, Bengali cuisine. Every single cuisine has a version of this. And this is emergency food. Aval lasts for ages. Just have a stock of this ready. Think of this as your minute rice or your ready to eat rice. Moisten it and your rice is ready. Mix it with yogurt, mix it with Just plain water. Add some protein, add some flavoring to it, and your breakfast is ready. Instant breakfast can be prepared in 2 minutes flat. So I hope to cover more of these recipes, and I would request all cookbook authors to start from recipe number 1 in their cookbook and go live. This is the best validation there is. There is no space to go wrong. Okay? Thank you very much.